Hi, my name's Barry Crampton. Welcome to another edition of Not the Evangelist News. Today I'd like to talk about EV residual values for a change and what I'm seeing. Seemingly nobody else is seeing it, but using all the data that's available to us, actual physical data, not plucking stuff out of thin air, I'm going to show you what my thoughts are. So the first thing is, in fleet news, residual values start to stabilise, reports Auto Trader. Now, there's a nice young lady there. A recurring theme of the fleet news quarterly market insight in association with Auto Trader has been the fall in residual values over the course of 2024, particularly for nearly new cars. However, the market has been more stable moving into the fourth quarter, according to data from Auto Trader, and is broadly performing in line with seasonal norms, reports Director of Automotive Finance Rachel Jones. We've got strong demand and supply softening, she said. If we look at September, just our most recent pricing trends that we've published, stock levels were down just over 5%, but demand was up 8%. So that's a healthy balance. Average prices seem to be quite strong at the moment compared to the kind of seasonal norms that we always track generally. Auto Trader has been monitoring prices since 2011, and September prices on average reversed by 0.6%. This September they only fell back by 0.3%. Petrol and diesel used car prices fall the most. Petrol and diesel fall the most, as November sees average 1.6 drop. CAP HPI reveals used car prices fell 1.6% in November. Used car prices have outperformed seasonal averages all year. Petrol and diesel cars were the worst performing. They felt the need to point out petrol and diesel cars were the worst performing fuel types. Now let me just put this into perspective. We were trying to buy an Audi. Got a customer for it. We wanted it. We bid 700 quid over CAT clean and we didn't get it. Somebody else bid more. I think that was approximately 7% over cap we bid, and we didn't get it. But according to these people, there's been a 1.6% drop. Right, okay, so that's a diesel car. Now somebody else, actually, when I put this on Twitter, somebody else came up, another dealer, highlighted how much overbook he'd been paying for ICE cars. So now then, as you all know, I like EVs to get backwards and forwards to work from. They're ideal. If I wanted to go out for a ride, a joyride, there is no way I would go in an EV. Absolutely no way on, not even if you held a gun to my head, I'd go in an EV. So we're clear about that. As a method of A to B, EVs, good. A source of enjoyment, not so much. I want a car going to and from work, and we are trying to sell more EVs because sooner or later it will come in. Just at the moment we're at a very tricky time. I always knew there was going to be kind of a sweet spot. I thought it would last longer. I thought it would be the middle of the year for about 3 months till September. It wasn't. It was basically September. And now it's going down again. There was kind of a 1 month period where you could make good money and sell EVs fast because they depreciated so much that they now cost less than an equivalent ICE car, even though they cost about £10,000 to £15,000 more new. Then at the same age and mileage, they're worth less. Anybody there watching think that's a good thing? It's not, is it? Let's be honest, it's not. So, looking for a car, and we had a Peugeot a couple of weeks ago, and it was a nice car. So there's one on motorway yesterday. It's a Peugeot 2008 GT Premium EV, 24,890 miles. Obviously electric, nice enough car. One tyre, well, 25,000 needs a tyre. 2 owners, last owner 2023, offside front tyre 1 close to legal limit. And then it's also had a service as well. On motorway, they give you cap prices, they give you a clean price there, let's just see. Clean price is 14,050, average is 12,800. If I then go on to Auto Trader and I put the details of this car in, Auto Trader have a valuation system, and ultimately their valuation system depends on what kind of price banner you're going to get. And they also tell the customer, in their opinion, how much over or undervalued your vehicle is. Now that's all right if your valuation system is okay. There, trade 13,988 with a retail of 15,985. Then you drill down deeper. You go into dealer portal and you go into retail check. It's showing there. Let's see. They think you'll have it in stock 33 days. The first car, the very first car, is at Citroen Select Swindon. It's the same colour. It's done less mileage. It was first advertised on the 11th of September 2024 at £16,000. It's been reduced 21st of October, 15th of November, 20th of November, 21st of November, 28th of November. And this, if the sales manager or the person who's in charge of the pricing is doing his job, he'll be watching out for other vehicles coming on the market and making sure that yours appears above that. So long as you've got enough profit in it, yours appears above the other one in the search by being a little bit cheaper. Even if it's only a quid, it's above it. Sometimes £10 can get you 20 places. Everybody puts 995 or something. If you put 994, all of a sudden you can, you know, and it's becoming a science now, valuing cars. However, their car on Auto Trader is £14,500. It's done 20,919 miles. It's showing lower price, which is less than 95% of Auto Trader's valuation. It's showing at £1,787 below market average. Now, if I was to buy the car that I was looking at off motorway and pay for delivery, by the time I paid for delivery, got Lance to clean it, I would have more in that car than I could buy that off Citroen Select, have it delivered to my door, have their warranty. So how can the price be right? How can CAT be right? How can they say that EVs have fallen less than when we're giving overbook for ICE cars, and you can you can buy an EV off a main dealer with a warranty for basically trade price. They ain't going up. They ain't stabilising. They're not going up. They've not dropped less than petrols or diesels. Somebody's pulling your leg. Ask yourself why they're pulling your leg. Ask yourself why they're going for less than a petrol. Also, EVs, there's more and more of them for sale on Auto Trader. In fact, in the last 3 weeks, they've gone up by 15%. The amount for sale has gone up by 15%. All that is putting pressure on electric vehicles. It's completely insane for, you know, this, in the old days you used to get a glasses guide, then you got CAT, and it was a book. There's no registration numbers like you do now. You had to look up the year, the mileage, and then use your head. Now, registration number goes straight in, straight onto the vehicle, and it gives you a valuation. But that's all it is. Glasses Guide used to have the humility to call it a guide. It's a guide. a guide plus the person who's using its experience, how to value a car, look at the service history, tyres, what you're going to have to spend on it, then adjust accordingly. It was a guide. Auto Trader put a valuation on your car. They've got no idea. They've got no idea whether your car has got just had a service, whether it's just had a cam belt, whether it's just got new tyres on, whether it's absolutely out of the box. They've got no idea. They are so arrogant, or perhaps it's the algorithm that's so arrogant. They put a price on your vehicle without knowing all the facts. Ain't fair, is it? And do you know what the funny thing is? Well, it's not even funny. Yesterday, we gave notice to Auto Trader to stop being in a contract with them to advertise our cars. And it's it's really sad. It may well be that we have to go back, but it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. If you buy good cars and you give good money for them, you should not have to sell them at the same price that somebody's just bought an old shitbox, polished it up, put it on a pitch, or not even a pitch. Half of them, you know, working at home. With websites these days, you can have a better website than a Mercedes main dealer. In fact, quite often we get people stopping and asking if we know where this garage is that sells cheap cars. We've got a nice website, and when they tell us where the address is, it's in the roughest part of Preston that you can possibly get, and you ain't going to get a good car down that road. I'm telling you, you're not. All these headlines, absolute rubbish. Absolute rubbish. Total crap. Made up for an agenda to give ammunition to the gullible EV shills who just repeat it without them thinking about it. The ones that think they know better than the people in the motor trade. The ones who say you can't blame EVs for Luton shutting down, when actually very, very cleverly worded, they haven't produced EVs at the Luton factory. No, but they're going to. And in order to do so in 2025, they would have to retool. Why do that? They've got to do it. They can't carry on as they are. They can't keep producing diesels and petrols. You just pull the pin, don't you? Actually, a better phrase would be you pull the plug, because you know it's just going to cost you money. It's cheaper to make them redundant. It's cheaper to shut the factory down than it is to sell electric vans, because nobody wants them. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.